Okay, well here we are sitting in our car in front of Antiques Marketplace of Lemoyne. I just gave Laurel a bottle and we changed her diaper, and I think we're gonna head in here and see how long we can last. But we're gonna see what we can find to buy and flip for our profit. So here we go. You sleepy? It looks like this booth has been rearranged a little. They actually switched the case around. It used to point in the other direction. But I stopped because I noticed that art glass apple down in the front looks really good. So I'm gonna dig in there and get a closer look at it. I'm also gonna check out this cat to see if it's Camargue. I don't see any markings on the bottom, but I know the Camargue marking can be very faint. It is kind of giving me, I don't know. Oh look, 1950s Camargue. They actually have it as Camargue. So it must be it is. I don't see the marking, but like I said, sometimes it can be very, very faint. And $65 is actually a pretty decent price on that. There's not enough room to flip for resale, but that's a good price. Okay, so I was able to reach in and get this pulled out. The closer I look at it, I can tell that this leaf is a little bit sloppy. It's not the quality of some of the Murano apples that I've had in the past, but it is a nice piece for only $14. I'm just not sure that I really need it right now. Well, let's see what fresh treasures we can find in this booth. I really love these lamps. They are carved from wood. They would look really great in like a tiki bar. $125 each. Yes, $125 each. They are a little bit different sized. Even though I love them, they'd be really expensive to ship, so that would deter buyers. And I'm not sure I can do it, but I absolutely love those. Let's see what else we can find in here. Sneak through. Textured art pottery base. It's very heavy. And there's also a brass horse. They have $80 on that. These Scotties are absolutely adorable. $30. Heavy glass Scotty bookends. I think what I like about them is their eyes. Their eyes are just like disproportionate to their bodies, so they look really large. They're $30, 25% off. I think these are going to come with us, but I'm going to keep looking. I'm going to keep my hands free at the moment. Let's see. Burl wood display stand. $35. That is kind of a nice display. I might snap a picture of that and see if that's something Andrew could use with his Civil War relics. I have to be careful where I step. There are a bunch of shells on the ground. So in here, I've noticed this little guy. What is this? Glass devil paperweight. Oh my gosh, it is a little devil. I've never seen anything like that. I don't know who makes that. $40. That's kind of cool though. This might be a great Halloween piece, and I think I'm gonna grab it. Okay, so I took the bookends up to the front and I put the little devil guy in here. Here's a really nice ruffled melon vase. I'm gonna do a closer look at that. This is Becky's booth. So she has $45 on that. These flowers are really pretty. I think she has 20% off, so that would be $9 off. Where is it marked on the bottom? This article came from Ashley McCormick Company. Interesting. Because I would have assumed that this was Fenton. So, although it's possible it is Fenton and it was sold by Ashley McCormick. Yeah, I'm just not sure. I'm going to be a little bit more selective today because I just came from the shop and I have lots of stuff at the shop. Get a closer look at this picture. Has kind of an interesting texture. Toledo. Here is one of JT's cases, and I noticed this picture set over here. Imperial glass water set, $78. It has birds on it. And it's not very colorful, you know, it's kind of a white iridescence, but I kind of like it, even though it's not colorful. So it's 78 bucks. And I might have to consider that while I check the rest of his booth. Here are a pair of owl bookends. $25 for the pair of those. I don't see any markings on them. On that one anyway, let's see. They're pretty nice, considering I find them a lot and they have oxidation and darkening on them, so I kind of, $25. I think I'm going to stick those in my basket. There's a green juicer that reminds me of the one we saw at Goodwill the other day. It's only 15 bucks. I feel like that's pretty fair. I don't see any markings on it or anything. There's a little bit of flea bites there. Flea bites are just really, really tiny chips. And I guarantee this will glow under black light like the other one I have listed. Okay, so here we are back in JT's booth. I have to remember that this is a slidey case. I was noticing this. Oh, unfortunately, it has really rough spots there on the knob. Probably breaks. That is really cool, though. $28. Let's see. It's got some age to it, that's for sure, and I really like it. But this is the part that you pick up and set down, and if that's got chips on it, somebody could potentially cut themselves. So I don't think that's worth grabbing. I have to be careful coming through here because I am wearing my diaper bag on my back. Little close quarters. That's really pretty. I wonder if we've looked at that before. I feel like maybe this is a moment of deja vu. Let's see if we can get it open one-handed. $20. Yeah, the enamel is really nice on that. I think I'm gonna grab this for 20. Actually, I was just noticing that blue glass. That's really nice. Let's get a closer look at that, shall we? Look at that. Oh, and it's got really nice weight to it. I wonder who makes that. There's no markings on the bottom. It is hand blown. It's a creamer and sugar set with Stiegel. Oh, it's just a Stiegel type is what it has on there. There's no markings on there. Those are beautiful. Okay, well, I brought my stuff up front and then I came back to investigate this set further because I don't know. I guess I have a feeling about it. It's because it's so heavy, it feels like it's good quality, if that makes sense. I noticed that it does have an etched M on the bottom. I don't know if it'll pick up with your camera. But I have sold a piece recently. It was like a pulled feather blue design, and it had an etched M on the bottom. I couldn't figure out the maker, so I ended up selling it as art glass etched M. It's the best I could do. I guess technically it could be a W if you turned it upside down, but it's $58, and I think I'm going to give it a try. Well, back to the vintage booth where we bought a ton of little plushes the last time. You can see there's still some here. I didn't buy them all. I just bought the really cool ones. But I'm gonna browse around here and see what else I can find, because it looks like there are some new treasures here. What is that? Something of the Fillmore Summer Series. It's a really neat graphic. I kind of like this wall pocket right here. There's a lot of detail on the bird. It says made in Japan, and there are some Asian characters there. It's $28, 30% off. Trying to think. Yeah, you know what? That's a really cool wall pocket, so I'll stick that in here. And the other thing I wanted to get a closer look at was this. That looks to be really good quality. It's $38, blown glass paperweight. You can see it has all of this cane in there and like a bubble. The top has a dimple, and I'm not sure what the purpose of that would be. The bottom is nice and clear and polished. 30% off. I'm thinking this could be Murano. Of course, I'll have to do a little bit more research before it's listed, but got a good feeling about it. So I think we'll stick that in there too. Or you know what, I'll probably just carry it because I don't really want things rattling around in there. The last time I was in here, everyone was comparing those plushes to Where the Wild Things Are. And here's actually a little Where the Wild Things Are stuffed animal. I don't know, is it called a plush or a stuffed animal? I never know. That dog is adorable. Alright, well, I'll get back to you when I find something. I have to film from up here because it's harder to bend over with the baby strapped to me. But I kind of like that floral bowl. I think I'm going to check it out. Oh, it's Italian. Of course it's Italian. We should have guessed. It's $20, 30% off of that. So it's like $14. Yeah, I think so. I will. I left my paperweight there. I have to remember to grab the paperweight. But I also wanted to check out this owl here. Let's look at this owl. Glass owl, that's all it says. He's hollow and he has an interesting texture. $18 and 30% off. Okay, Mr. Owl, you can come with us. I also love this artwork. It's $30. I believe it's like acrylic embroidery. It's weird to me that the bird is outside the cage and the plant is inside the cage. This thing is weird and a little uncomfortable. It's a bug with a human face. What does it say? Jose something? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's made in Mexico. Josefina Aquilar. Wow. It's so strange. What does that tennis player looks like? Oh, it is. It's Artisonia Rinconada. It's a bull playing tennis. That's so weird. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. And I'm not really quite sure what to make of it. Okay, well, baby Laurel is starting to stir. Just a little. I keep rubbing her head to say, oh, go back to sleep, but it's not working. Oh my. I think we're gonna swing through Kenny's booth real fast if she will allow it. And then I'm probably gonna get out of here. But let's see if we could find something in Kenny's booth. I was making my way towards Kenny's booth and I noticed this really cool looking lemon dish for $7. We're just gonna bend at the knees and pick that up. Oh, that's weird. It's like reverse painted. Alright, so that was kind of anticlimactic. I thought that it was actually yellow glass, but you can see that it is flash color. That's really cool looking. I'm just not sure I'm gonna grab it for resale. Alright, let's continue on this way. Okay, well, here we are in Kenny's booth. We're gonna see if he's got any new Royal Hager back here, because I grabbed a few pieces the last time. Look at that. It's a matchy to the rooster lamp I bought the other day. I kind of like mine more though because it was white and gold. This one's just a regular rooster. Not fancy. I absolutely love that vase, and I have to sneak through here with the backpack. I love the color on this. It's Germany, I believe. $16.99. Oh, he's saying it's Italian. Is it Italian? I feel like U-Block. Something ceramic. I'm pretty sure that's German, but that's okay. I really love the color. I think I'm gonna buy it. Interesting. It looks almost like a ceramic Christmas tree, like a hobbyist tree, but it's also a lighter. So I almost wonder if this is like the top to a tree. That's really unique. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. I think I'm gonna leave it though. So is it denim or is it just made to look like denim? Also, make sure that the bunny is staying where he's at. Potting shed. Yes, I believe it is. I think the potting shed and denim are one and the same, but I'm not positive. This is a more modern, obviously. You can see that it is dated there. $16.99 on that. I have all of that denim at the shop that I'm going to have listed by tonight. That's my goal. I took all the pictures and now I have to list it. This is more modern. It's not as old as the other pieces, but you can kind of identify it by the crackling and the fact that it has a bunny on it. Okay, well, Laurel seems to have calmed back down, so I'm going to check out these glasses here. They're $18 for the set of 4, and then there's actually matching cups over here. Let's get a closer look at those. $20 for the set. In my head, I'm like, Jocelyn, you have stuff to list at the shop, and I know I do, but I feel like I can make money on those. This down here is really cool. That is awesome. I'm not even sure exactly what it does. It kind of, the shape of it with the metal kind of reminds me of Dansk, but I'm just not sure who makes that. There's also a vase on top. Okay, I'm gonna set everything down. I'm gonna take this out and I'm gonna try to see if there's any markings or signatures on it. I'm very surprised there's no markings on that at all. Nothing that even says silver plate. But I think I'm gonna take that for $35. I did look at the bottom of these glasses and they are Lenox. And sure enough, it says right there on the tag that they are Lenox. So I'm not sure where my head is today. Okay, well, I am now going to head back up towards the front. And I think I'll get back to you guys from the car with a total. Okay, did you have fun today? Was there lots of fun? So much fun with mommy. Okay, let's go home. Okay, my total spend was $200 and something. I can't remember exactly. I might remember to put it down below for you guys, but it was right around there. We got some great stuff today. We kind of went a little bit slower. Laurel was so great. She was just sleeping the whole time. There and at the end, she got a little bit fussy, and when I took her out of the character, she was done. When I took her out of the carrier, she was done. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here now. I'm gonna head on home. But I think I'm going to take you guys back to the shop because I am plugging away at unboxing the auction winnings, last recent auction winnings. So that's what we're going to do. And I'll see you guys back at the shop. And here we are back at the shop. You can probably tell that it's been a few days because I have different hair. But we are going to be going through some auction winnings today. I've got quite a few boxes that I want to get through. So we're going to start with one box. We'll see where that leads us. And we'll go from there. So here we go. I have at least these 2 boxes here to haul, and then over on this side, these 2 boxes as well. So there's 4 boxes here, and then Andrew just recently picked up another auction haul. There's only about $300 worth over there, so it's really not a whole lot. I've been buying less and less at auctions as I've been sorting through what I have here at the shop. But anyway, I think I'm going to unload this box onto the cart because this one looks promising. I absolutely fell in love with this really cool mug whenever I bought this stuff. So I guarantee there's some more treasures in there below the piddle pads. But let's get it out and onto the cart. All right, well, that box did not disappoint. There are some fantastic pieces in here, and we are going to go through them. So first of all, I bought a lot of ducks and waterfowl, I guess you could say, because I think that one's a Canada goose. Hand carved, it doesn't say. Anyway, so I bought all of these ducks because I spotted this fella in the lot. Now, what I didn't realize when I was bidding is that there is damage. You can see the tail is chipped, the wings are chipped, his face is chipped, and it's really disappointing, but I didn't pay a whole lot for the lot. And even though I bought it for this piece, I just unboxed this, and it's kind of amazing. I absolutely love that added metal detailing. What it reminds me of is the Mexican folk art, the Bustamante figurines. It's not. I don't believe it's a Mexican piece. But I absolutely love it. I think it's so fantastic. So it's carved wood, and then it has the added metal details. So that's a really neat piece, and I'm glad that I got that. It totally made up for the disappointment with the duck, which I'll still sell. I'll still sell the duck. I kind of imagine he glows under black light because he has kind of a uranium look to him. So we'll check him under a black light before I end the video. But I also bought these, and these are relatively modern, I believe. You can see there's a couple there. There's a dog. It's fun. It's Rosenthal's studio line. And I can't remember who the artist is, but some of the pieces in this particular pattern can sell for a lot of money. So this is just a pile of plates, but it's definitely a pattern to be on the lookout for. And I'll put the name of it down below because I'm drawing a blank on so many things lately that I can't even. But yeah, so those were really exciting. I'm really happy with those plates. This and this were in a lot together with all of the studio art pottery that I'm going to show you. This one is marked Hungary on the bottom, and it just seems to be a maiden with, I guess this could be a planter. This one, is this one marked? Oh yeah, that one is marked. This one has a different marking, so they have a similar aesthetic. This one is Hungary, and it looks like Burwitz, something G the second. So I kind of wonder if they're the same artist. They're similar in style. Very similar in style, but this one is just marked Hungary, and this one has a signature on it. So those are fantastic. And I didn't expect to pay a whole lot for these because there really wasn't anyone bidding on them, and then at the last minute, there was kind of a little bit of a bidding war, so I ended up paying more than I had expected to pay. But I think they're going to do all right. I think these are good pieces, and that's just my gut talking because I haven't done any research on them yet. I also have this, and I think this is just studio pottery. You can see there's no markings on it, and actually the bottom looks fairly modern. So there's that piece. Here's the rest of the duck lot. So this Canada goose, I think that's what you guys told me that you call them when you're in Canada, because they're not Canadian geese when you're in Canada. So maybe they're just geese, just simply geese. But that's what he looks like to me. You guys are probably gonna be like, that's a duck, Jocelyn. It's not even a goose. And that's okay. Here is a whole family of ducks. I suspect these are otagiri. They probably would have had a sticker if they are, but that stoneware finish that I see on them, I've seen on other pieces with stickers, so that's why I'm guessing that they're otagiri. This is a lucite. Paperweight or just decorative egg. And there's a bird and a log and some flowers all encased in lucite. It's a little wobbly though. And then this is pottery by Kathy. So I think it's a redware chicken. Reminiscent of Pennsylvania folk art. We have a lot of Pennsylvania folk artists who do chickens. All right, so there's 3 pieces left here. Obviously, this mug I've shown 7 million times, and I'm not going to show it again after this. I'm just going to get it listed. It's marked Rex something, and then I can't quite make out the last name, but I'll have to look it up because it's just so whimsical. And what it reminds me of is like Picasso artwork. It's just kind of abstract, and it's cool. And then we have this vase. There's a flamingo, and then there's this woman in a dress. Rita Moss is the artist of it. So I've never heard of her before. It does appear that, you know what, that could just be a glazing discrepancy. I don't think that is a crack, but it'll be noted in the listing. And then this. Okay, you guys have seen my giant bird sculpture that I have on my shelves at my house. It was actually listed for a little while, and I don't even know if I pulled down the listing. It might still be there. But you can see this here. This is by the same artist. And that is Stabley. So Stabley pottery, there's Deb Stabley, and then there's her husband. And I can't remember his name, but I believe that this one might be one of his pieces, because it's marked just simply Stabley. Let's see. Oh yeah, David Stabley. There you go. And I believe they're local. They're in Pennsylvania. It's a husband and a wife. And they teach at a college. That's what I know about that, because I have quite a few pieces in my own home. I looked up comps on this, and one of the last pieces with the face on it sold really well. So I recognized the artist, and I'm like, you know what? I feel like I need that. So the reason that I bought the lot that this was in is because of this vase right here. So that was a good box. That was a great box. And I kind of forgot that so it was like, oh my gosh, I remember this now. So that was really exciting. I got some good stuff out of there. I'm going to move all of this over to the to be listed shelf and get moving on that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see all of you tomorrow. So long. All right, here is the duck. I almost forgot that I promised to show you guys that. You can see it's super vibrant green. I would say it definitely glows under black light. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. In case you spotted something you just can't live without, we do post 25 to 30 new items in our eBay shop every single day, and I've posted a link to that down in the description.